Hello there. It is the 24th day of February, 2022. You're welcome to join us today on another interesting and exciting segment of the newspaper review for this morning. My name is Cyril Aloysius, bringing you the headlines for today. But before I do that, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the headlines in full. Please stay with us. All right, welcome back from that short break and taking you straight now to our first paper for this morning. We shall be looking at the Punch newspaper, and amongst the headlines in the Punch, we have Constitution Amendment. Constitution Amendment. Outrage as National Assembly considers life pension for presiding officers. Outrage as National Assembly considers life pension for presiding officers. It's wasteful, self-centered, reject it. CSOs tell lawmakers it's wasteful, self-centered, reject it. CSOs tells lawmakers. It's financial burden. It is a financial burden. Committee recommends pension for Senate President, Speaker, Deputies. Committee recommends pension for Senate President, Speaker, Deputies. Okay, another interesting headline here reads, Fire destroys Finance Ministry inverter room. Fire destroys Finance Ministry inverter room. Another one here reads, Ogun pastor rapes member during deliverance from spirit husband. Ogun pastor rapes member during deliverance from spiritual husband. Another interesting headline here reads, Court orders interim forfeiture of Yari's U.S. properties. Court orders interim forfeiture of Yari's U.S. properties. Current system suffocating Nigerians, according to Kuka. And lastly, in the Punch for this morning, we have strike continues. Strike continues. ASU insists. Ngige pleads with union. Strike continues. ASU insists. Ngige pleads with union. Okay, and taking you straight now to the next paper for this morning is This Day newspaper, and amongst the headlines on this day, we have APC zoning presidency to South puts PDP in quandary. APC zoning presidency to South puts PDP in quandary. Bala Mohammed, ruling party's decision constitutes no threat to us. That's according to Bala Mohammed. Another interesting headline here reads, Rising oil prices worry federal government, says Nigeria not gaining from soaring rates. All right, and lastly on this day, we have Presidency, Buhari to sign reworked electoral bill tomorrow. Presidency, Buhari to sign reworked electoral bill tomorrow. Okay, that's the much we can take on This Day newspaper. You want all the information on those particular headlines you heard, do get a copy of This Day for yourself. And taking you straight now to the Daily Sun, we have amongst the headlines in the Daily Sun, 2023, Niger governor shows preference for young president. That's in page 29 of the Daily Sun. Another interesting headline here says, Electoral bill, Buhari to assent tomorrow. Electoral bill, Buhari to assent tomorrow. Anxiety unnecessary, says Uzodimma. Anxiety unnecessary, says Uzodimma. That's on page 27 of the Daily Sun. 2 killed in PDP Ward Congress in Osun. 2 killed in PDP Ward Congress in Osun. That's on page 28 of the Daily Sun. 2 killed in PDP Ward Congress in Osun. Declare sponsors of terrorism wanted. Declare sponsors of terrorism wanted. Senate tells federal government. Declare sponsors of terrorism wanted. Senate tells federal government. That's on page 28 of the Daily Sun. And lastly, in the Daily Sun, we have fuel scarcity. NNPC distributes 387.5 million liters. Queues reduced. That's on page 2 of the Daily Sun. And taking you straight now to our last paper for this morning, which is the Daily Independent. We have amongst the headlines, FG declares ASU strike illegal after meeting ends in deadlock. FG, federal government, declares ASU strike illegal after meeting ends in deadlock. Another interesting headline here reads, Nigerian airlines lose $60 million, 20 billion naira in 2021 to bird strikes. Others, Nigerian airlines lose $60 million, 20 billion naira in 2021 to bird strikes. Others, operators, according to operators debunk price fixing, I beg your pardon. Operators debunk price fixing, I beg your pardon. Zamfara deputy governor impeached. Zamfara deputy governor impeached. Governor replaces him with senator. Another interesting headline here reads, Senate to federal government declare known leaders of terrorists wanted. Declare known leaders of terrorists wanted. Declare known leaders of terrorists wanted. Another interesting headline here reads, Buhari likely to assent to electoral bill tomorrow. Buhari likely to assent to electoral bill tomorrow. And lastly, in the Daily Independent, we have court orders for feature of former Zamfara governors 10 properties, funds. Court orders for feature of former Zamfara governors 10 properties, funds. That's on page 6 of the Daily Independent. You want more information on those headlines? Do get a copy of the Daily Independent for yourself. All right, that's the much we can take in the newspaper headlines for this morning. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Right about now, we shall be going on a very short break. And when we return, I will be joined by my lovely guest who will be talking on some of the headlines in this morning's paper. Do stay with us. All right, you're welcome back from that short break. And with me in the show today is my lovely guest, Mr. Victor, who will be talking on some of the headlines in today's papers. Mr. Victor, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Mr. Victor, while reading the headlines for today, there's some of them that actually caught my interest, and one of them is the fuel scarcity. Fuel scarcity, as NNCC persists, releases 387.6 million liters.
Okay.
So concerning the fuel scarcity issue in the country at the moment, I don't know what you have to say concerning that.
So concerning the fuel scarcity going on in the country as we speak, it has really been affecting the economy of the state.
A lot.
It has been affecting the cost of living of people and even the standard of living of people in the state. And a lot has been going on actually, because you see this thing has actually affected virtually everything in the country.
Everything.
Because should I start from transportation? The way the transportation fee, like the way it has actually skyrocketed, and like before, like okay, take for like a salary earner now that doesn't have a car, right? And then he has already calculated his transport fare, for like the month.
Yes.
Sure, you understand. And then now, just because of this fuel scarcity thing, as the price has skyrocketed, and like the way people now, the way the transport workers now increase the money they pay for for every jobs now, like it's already going beyond the budget of the person that actually has actually
it's really affecting
budget,
yes
for his transport fare.
Yes,
you understand. He has already taken that out of his salary. Now he has to touch some other money that is not supposed to
be touched. Yes. And there's something I noticed concerning, sorry to cut you. There's something I noticed concerning this whole fuel thing. Okay. I noticed that some places the transport fare is still normal. Like some places that I can actually testify to, when I pay down, the T fare is normal. But while I'm coming this other way, the prices are increased. Like if I'm going, it's 15 naira, and when I'm coming back, it's 100 naira. So it still baffles me. Is it that this thing is it that there's now fuel and then people are deliberately, trying to exploit Nigerians, or
No,
there's still a problem?
no, it is not.
Because it's not normal. It's
it,
not normal now.
it is. I feel like this is bad on the side of the federal government, because at this, at this stage that we have gotten to in this country, like when I heard the case of this country buying bad fuel, I was like, why? Like, where are we going
At
to?
this level,
Like a
at
whole
this level.
country buying bad fuel. Now, yeah, we've been seeing a lot of headlines going around as to, as regards, regulating the whole thing, like putting subsidy on it and on
Yes.
fuel and everything, to bring down the price, and then to regulate things in the country a
Yes.
little bit. But like, I hope they attend to that quickly.
Please.
I hope they attend to that quickly. But this has really been affected. Okay, the way it is in some states is even now different from the way it is in other states.
Yes.
For example, we read we read from the headlines that was like some days ago that the fuel price has skyrocketed to 400 naira. That is at Abuja
Per liter.
per liter. And like it is not even like that. It is not the case
Then
in some other
it
states.
had not reached River State.
It has not reached
Then,
Rivers
as at
State
then,
we
yes.
speak, and in some other parts of the country. But you look at people that are staying in Abuja. Look at how things will become hard for them. Like as
The cost of living.
Because their cost of living, because of just the price of fuel being increased. Like you guys, like it's really affecting. It's not, aside from transportation,
Yes.
it gets to affect even the way things are being sold.
Yes.
Like market people.
Yes.
You get everything.
They'll tell you.
They'll tell you the amount that let's just even boil it down to transportation.
Transportation, yes. Yes.
They'll tell you the amount they are using to go to the market as
you know how much you buy fuel.
You know how much they buy fuel. You
Yes.
know how much they do this. To move from here to this place, the money where they pay for transport fare don't increase now. Like waiting be my gain and all those things. Sure, you get after when they calculate their own money to go and buy.
So they are forced to add money.
They are forced to add money. They are forced to add more money to what they are selling, as to have more gains. You want to say are not
make gain, yes.
You want to make gains. So it is really, really affecting so many things. And then the pressure is on the people. The people are suffering for it. They are suffering for it. They are suffering for it. The cost of living is becoming high for people, and it's becoming unbearable. And
Really,
it's
really
increasing
unbearable.
the rate of poverty in the country.
Exactly.
It is increasing the rate of poverty. Like somebody that doesn't have enough already, you increase the fuel, and then it gets to increase everything. It gets to increase price in everything that someone is surviving on. You get, so like it is, you know what you buy before the price can't increase. You get, you'll be like,
all right.
wait, I want wait.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for your thoughts on that particular headline. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for watching us. Without you, we would not be here. And in case you are not following us on social media, please endeavor to do so. On Thav TV, on Instagram, it's at ThavTV_NG. On Twitter, it's at Thav TV. On Facebook, it's at Thav TV. And on YouTube, it's at Thav TV. And please do well to turn on the notification bells on your YouTube, so you will be notified on when we come online and when we upload our new videos. My name remains Cyril Aloysius, and until next time, do have a wonderful day.